I want to talk a little bit about socks and sock sizing now. When you're trying to size this, pick the size that you want, what you want to do is measure around your foot, like around the ball of the foot here, and then pick a little bit smaller than that. So if you measured 8 inches, 8.5 inches, then you want to come down to something closer to 7.5 inches for the sizing. Because socks, a little bit like a hat, work best where they're stretched a little bit better because they'll stay on, they're not going to slip off, they're not going to get as baggy. So you want it a little bit smaller. Same for the length. When you're figuring out the length, it's going to go from the toe to the heel. So if you put your foot flat on a piece of paper, you can just draw a line here and a line there at the heel and measure that length. And again, you probably want to make it slightly shorter because a bit like with the width, it works pretty well if it stretches ever so slightly across the length. Typically, the cuff, you're going to assume that the leg is the same size as around here. Traditionally, that would be a fairly similar size, particularly if this isn't going too far up. As if you're going further up the calf, obviously, it's going to get a bit bigger. But for the ones we're making, it's going to be just a little bit above the ankle. So that kind of gives you a general idea on what you're looking for in sizings and to how you go about measuring your foot.